What's up, my fellow webheads and soon to be webbed in the heads? I am DK and welcome back to Power Action Clicks. Today we're going to be doing a Heroclix Spider-Verse pre-release and drafting guide, is what I like to call it. Going over some important information about the set, some important figures in the set, and stuff you're going to just find useful in general when drafting it. So this is my first time doing one of these videos. Don't forget to throw it a like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already, because that's going to help out the channel and help me make future videos like this. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's look at some of the statistics about the set. So these are just some of the top dial powers and abilities that are prominent in the set and ones that are going to be important. So there's 20 characters with leap climb in the set. There's 28 with charge, 7 with hypersonic, and 10 with running shot. So those are movement abilities. There's going to be mainly charge in here with 28 characters, like I said, and only 10 with running shot. So you're going to be most likely doing a lot more charging in. As for attack abilities, we do have 11 characters with blades, claws, fangs, 18 characters with super strength. This is a Spider-Man set. And what else is important here? Oh, penetrating psychic blast was the other one I wanted to mention. There's only 2 characters with penetrating psychic blast. And then one of the most important, in my opinion, is probably going to be precision strike. There are 17 characters with precision strike, so that might be something you really want to use when drafting, because there are so many characters with super senses in this set. Another one I think is going to be really useful is for attack abilities is going to be poison, and that's going to go around super senses and shape change. It's going to damage people, hopefully knock them off of an important click, so don't forget to use that. And like I was saying, there is 39 Spider-Man, or well, not Spider-Man, super senses characters in this set. That's got to be more than 75% of the set. I think there's 60 in the set. So that's something to keep in mind. Outwit and precision strike and poison might help you get around those super senses. And moving on, reducers, that's another important thing about the set. There's only 10 characters with toughness. I see 6 characters with impervious, 4 characters with invincible, and 10 characters with invulnerability. So not a whole lot of reducers, but there are a few there. Just something to keep in mind. There's going to be a lot of people trying to make rollouts with super senses and shape change. As for the pop, the important abilities, damage abilities, probability control, there's 11 figures. That's always super important in any game, is probability control. You want to re-roll an attack if you miss. Then next, there's 18 characters with shape change. Between 18 characters with shape change and 39 with super senses. Like I was saying, there's going to be a lot of rollouts in this set, so you might be missing some people. Then next on our pop, we got Perplex. There's 9 characters with Perplex. Still a really good ability. Might want to use it if you have it. And then a really big one I think in this set is going to help out is, of course, Outwit. There are 14 characters with Outwit. And just being able to outwit that super senses or shape change is going to help you so much in drafting with this set. Then arguably one of the most important abilities... Oh, I dropped out. One of the most important abilities in drafting, or any Heroclix game, is probably leadership. You need your guys to have leadership. There's 12 in the set, 12 leaders. That's going to help you to utilize your action economy. You'll get 4 actions instead of 3. You're also going to be able to remove those extra tokens off of your figures. So definitely something to keep in mind. There's only 8 characters with flying in this set, so that's something to keep in mind. Important team abilities. There are 32 Spider-Man team ability characters in this set. We have 17 characters with Sinister Syndicate, 14 characters with the team player team ability and 9 characters with the underworld team ability. So you might be seeing quite a bit of that Spider-Man super senses with the team ability. And utilizing that Sinister Syndicate team ability might be important as well. And moving on, let's see. Average damage in the set is 3. Average range is 4. Average speed is 6. Let's see. Average attack power is going to be at 11. And average defense is 18. Frequent keywords, we got animal. These are just the most prominent ones. Animal, brute, magia, monster, scientist, Sinister Syndicate, and Spider-Man family. And that's it for some of those important stats. Let's look at some of the figures that you might find helpful in drafting. Oh, and before I forget, I don't think I got to mention about, so the new traded ability in this set is Friends Across the Spider-Verse. Once per turn for all friendly characters with this trait, when Captain Universe, in this instance Captain Universe, after resolutions you may place a friendly character with the Spider-Man family keyword of less points than Captain Universe adjacent to him. There is quite a bit of that trait in this set, so that's something to keep your eyes peeled for. And the other one, of course, is going to be the returning wall crawler ability. So that's something in here as well. Just some interesting figures. We are seeing the return of goons, and they're actually not bad. Like, I would use this goon. He's got range combat expert. Not bad for his points. The symbiotes are actually really good. The red symbiote and the black symbiote. You can just throw them out there. If they die, you're just going to get to put that shape change, steel energy, and super strength on one of your important figures that you want to give that to. So actually pretty good to draft. I would consider using them at either point value. So pretty good. Man Mountain Marco. For 60 points, you're getting 9 clicks of health. He has super strength, charge, invulnerability, a little bit of empower. Overall, a pretty good figure to draft, I'd say, for 60 points. Another one I wanted to mention is, let's see, Spider-Man War. Oh man. This traded ability, Web Warriors, we don't pick the ballroom, we just dance. He gets to make this smoke cloud that gives all the characters in it shape change, which is so good for being just a common in this set. I'd run him at either point value because you're also going to get that added Outwit or Perplex. Really good. Can't wait to see Spider-Man team in like Pulp. There should be some really interesting options for some of these characters. Then there's another goon, the Goblin Army. I actually like this Spider-Man that creates the spider swarms, because that's going to give you these spider swarms that have precision strike and sidestep. And that actually looks like it could be pretty decent in drafting. Who else do I want to point out? I think that's it for just the basics. Let's look at some of the ones that have our important abilities. Venom, I think, is a good leader. He has leadership on his top dial on both clicks. Norman Osborn, Mr. Negative. I like that Norman Osborn too has that telekinesis. Spider-Punk UK, Spider-Punk. 85 points, I feel like seems like a lot, and he's a ranged combat attacker. He's still pretty good, but it's something you want to build around. I actually like this Spider-Man UK. He does have Empower and Leadership traded, and he's also Mystics, so I think he's actually pretty good for his points. Moreland's another leader. Silvermane. This Vulture actually gives a negative modifier to people with flying and leap climb. That's opposing characters, so I think that's actually pretty good too. And I think all the Dr. Octopuses are actually pretty decent. They have a wide variety or range of abilities. He has Outwit, he has Leadership, he has Giant Reach 4. Not bad. I don't think there's any characters I would avoid for being too much points, except maybe the Cosmic Spider-Man, the Captain Universe one, because he's 200 points. Next up, let's look at probability control. We have Bedlam. Scarlet Spider looks like a good option for prob if you draft him. Spider-Man 2099 actually looks pretty good as well. Spider-Ham, him and the symbiote version of himself both have probability control. They're only 50 points. And he has the Spider-Ham symbiote has that ridiculous punch out of continuity. Knock him back 16 squares. Really good. So Spider-Man, number 42, Superior Octopus, Dr. Octopus. Is that the Asgardian Spider-Man? Yes, the Asgardian Spider-Man is really good if you draft him. Being able to roll that D8, and he comes with the D8 in the set, so that's something to keep in mind. Really good piece to draft, and he has that probability control. And it's also with close and range attacks. Yeah, super good. Mysterio is actually just a really good figure too. I think a lot of people will end up wanting him. And that ends it for our figures with probability control. Spider-Man Noir, let's get into Outwit. Spider-Man Noir, like I said, really good figure because of that shape change smoke cloud. The Mysterio hologram, Spider Bite, Spider-Man 2099, Kraven, the Spot, Superior Octopus, Dr. Octopus. The Prime Dr. Octopus has Outwit, Perplex, and Probability Control. So he's actually, and Giant Reach with Flurry. So he's actually really good. I just hate to see him go down for 120 points of your team. Don't let him get knocked out too early. Is that the Asgard Spider-Man? Oh no, that's the Infinity Gauntlet Spider-Man. Really good also to draft. A good probability piece. He doesn't start out with probability though. I think he does start out with the Gauntlet, or does he create it? Like I said, Vulture, Dr. Octopus, Kraven. And then that's the release day Spider-Man Noir, so he's not really in drafting. Lastly, let's look at Perplex. So we got Kurt Connors, Spider-Man Noir, Bedlam, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Man 2099, that's the A version. He's still pretty good. Hypno Hustler, he makes those bystanders. So all these figures are pretty good. Silvermane, Dr. Octopus, the Infinity Gauntlet. For some reason I was thinking the Infinity Gauntlet gave probability control, but it actually gives Perplex and Cosmic team ability. Oh, and one of the things I didn't get to mention is there is only one equipment in the set, and that is the glider. That's going to give your characters flying, it's going to give them a little extra movement and little variety of abilities here, including Precision Strike. That could actually be really useful with close combat reflexes. And that about wraps it up for this video. I hope you all found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to throw it a like and comment. Let me know what you think, if there's anything I should add in here or take out. This is the first one of these guides I've ever done. And I hope you all have a great time drafting Spider-Verse. And we'll catch you on the next video.